Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving match analysis for Japan versus Bolivia. Let's get into the first goal of the match. All right, he has the ball on the wing. These two confusing each other because I feel he could have allowed him, or sorry, he could have slowed down so that he allows him. And then what he does as he's coming here, he goes around there and covers behind him. Because if he can just not really reverse, but go back a few frames, you see he's keeping away. So there's no point. He's holding his shape for no reason. Because he is in the perfect position to engage. All he has to do is back off a bit and then, just go into this position. So just in case he gets beaten, he's there to cover him again. So defensively there, a bit of disorganization. And then one, two, three, four. One, two, three. They have left unmarked, unmarked, unmarked. But yet, they're supposed, this is a situation they're supposed to be dealing with better, to be honest. Because oh, sorry. Is that no? I was in the wrong one. All right, so because here, okay. I can see that. I can see that. But they should really be aware of what's behind them, because a shot outside the box from there, we don't want that. This is a lovely flighted ball by Kubo, and he does put it in the right position because there's a good number of the Japanese players here. So there's a high chance that someone will most likely get to it. And he does. Now, this part is the really funny part because from here, I thought that these two were slow to go towards the ball. Let's watch that play. See? I thought, no, that's slow because, especially number six, because I think number six is actually the one that's free because I will show the different angle. Let's look at that. They just stop. And it's a good volley, but they give him all the time and space in the world. Let's go back a bit. So as he brings it down, right? Pay attention to the Japanese, let me just use this. Pay attention to the Japanese player here. I hope it doesn't go out. Sorry, yeah, but still the same thing. So he blocks him off. He wants to go and approach there, but he blocks him off. That's really good. I'm not going to lie. So, shrugs him off. Boom, creates that space. It is clever, but they definitely could have gotten out there quicker and I don't know. I don't really like to say. I don't. Okay, let me just say it. He could be stronger. Yeah, he simply could be stronger. And also the other teammate, both of them could have gone to pressure that ball. Whether they went into each other, but at least show effort that you're going to get there. That's why I said number six was you should have definitely reached there. Otherwise, let's head on to the next goal of the match. Somewhere here, just slightly after. Boys played, and he can say he's marking someone up to a certain point. You see why. He can also say he's marking someone, but not really because, his shoulders are facing this way. His face is his head is facing that way. So there's a complete disorganization. What you're supposed to, he is actually in the best position to defend, but he's not defending anyone. Because what you do, you're like that, so that in your peripheral vision, you see who's next to you, and then here you see what's ahead of you. So as this cross comes in, not cross, you see, and then this is where everything just goes to dust. Let me just play that a bit back. I think there could have been someone. So this is where communication is very, very important because what he could actually do is go attack there and hope that he will be able to take up for the position he's left. That's one of the things that could be done, but with the way Bolivia are defending, I doubt that would have happened. Also, three players here. I'm assuming that's the midfield line. But why? I thought someone might be slightly deeper. And you see, as the boys coming, everyone starts looking here. That's where everyone's attention goes, and then you find instead of defending, you see, they've completely left them. And you see this guy here, he was marking. Yeah, he's just left him. He's trying to pull him his shirt. That doesn't work. He really should get closer. That's way too slow from him. It really is. I mean, look at once again number six. Look at that. He gives him the time and space. He should be rushing towards him. Yes, you say no, but what it is, you're trying to force the player to make as many moves as possible because the more moves he makes, the more likely he'll make a mistake. So let's say, for example, he pressures him, then he gets past him. Most likely he's going to go this way, and then he's there. So you don't never give the player the easiest option to score. Because sometimes in basketball, like when someone is about to shoot from the 3 point line or 2 point, whatever, they'll foul them. And the issue is that if you're going to score, you might as well make it a bit harder for them. So Better they go to the, I don't know what's that thing. Is it where they shoot the free throw? Yeah, better you get your points from the free throws, not just from the court. I don't know, that type of terminology. Make it difficult for the player. They don't do that. Easy. Then I'll show you from the other angle where that player just leaves his man. I think just a slightly behind. So here they are together, right? What he should be doing, stretch one arm out so that he's holding or touching the Japanese player, create that bit of separation and then start tracking back. Because you are holding the player. If you don't feel him, that's a sign to look. If you can feel him, he's within your reach. And then let's see, let's just see what happens here. Let's let it play. You see, he lets him go. He tries to start tugging him. That doesn't work out. Number six, once again, is very slow. And funny enough, he's not marking anyone. He could have actually gone. Oh my goodness, that's a terrible one. He could have gone here. He really could have. Unfortunately, he just watches it. And let's head on to the last goal of the match, which is feels weird because it's almost scored way too easy. Pause it a bit, and then we continue. So here, they're in each other's way. They really are. Oh sorry, the second player here, should be here. Reason being is that he gives him space. He gives himself space in case his teammate gets beaten, and also he covers the space because this is a very large piece of space. This is very big, and someone will eventually occupy it. Let's press play again. You see what I was saying? So there was no need for him to be that close. If he was here, this goal probably doesn't get scored because he's already set. And this is why it's important to get there early. If you get there early, you have enough time to get yourself set. If you get there on time, you find that you won't have time to get set because as you're in the motion of running and you get there exactly on time, you're going to have to change your body shape. But if you're early, you're set, you're able to move your feet quicker and you won't be off balance. He takes a touch, and that's what I'm saying. That's a bit too easy. It really is. So he's coming from behind, and then maybe just feel him, just for the sake. Yeah, just be behind him, and then hope your teammate moves in, so he gets that feeling of the space is becoming smaller, it's closing in. Boom! It takes it. That's way too easy. It really is. I mean, you see that? So instead of him, as he took that step on his right foot, he should have powered off that leap and then gone back into the player. Instead, he went back hoping to block, and that doesn't happen. So you have three players here. This is practically a roadblock that they've made, and it's gone right through. But sometimes you just want to go straight. You want to be as close as you can to the ball, because if you're hoping to block, it most likely goes slightly above your leg, in between your legs. The ball can take any direction, and then it just goes in like that. It's not always the best choice, and it's a goal from Nakamura. But I just feel I think even he knows it'll be too easy for him. That's a lovely goal. Otherwise, Japan, they're a really good team. Let's not lie. They are very, 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 very good. And one thing about them is that they have a lot of stamina. So if the game goes on for a long time, they can definitely manage. And for Bolivia, as I was reading the comments, apparently that's the team that has a stadium about 4,000 meters above sea level, something like that. And then when you're playing against Bolivia and Bolivia at home, you're going to struggle because of, the lack of oxygen and stuff. But when they go away, that's the problem. So they really have to diversify. They shouldn't be hoping every game is played home. They should really be preparing for different climates. Otherwise, congratulations to Japan. For Bolivia, lots of work to do. Otherwise, that's pretty much analysis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.